Do you think there was some truth to Mr. H's claim? I mean, a lot of the stuff that was said was happening, but obviously you went about it very incorrectly, I would say. He invaded Russia in the winter. I mean, how dumb is that? We Gucci. Nice ginger interview, pig. Nice Tim Welch interview. It was good. Damn, they just call you fat like that? Every day, yeah. Every day I get called fat. I'm used to it, though. I'm used to negative interaction being my social dynamic in life, so I don't mind. They call me fat all the time. Thank you for the 2. Thank you, Mark, for the 100. Well, that's not how it works, all right? What's up? Jackson Korshkov, thoughts? I mean, if Jackson wins, he's up there, man. That's some legitimate wins right there. Especially because he just beat Amasov. Lucas changed his pick to Bryce. Based. Hey. He's a believer, dude. He really is. He really, really is. People forget, man. Thank you for the $2 Australian. They do indeed forget. People forget, man. BMI at least 40. I don't know. You know what? I'm thinking of it sometime doing a topless stream. I hit shoulders yesterday, or the day before yesterday, and I was sitting here on the cam. Dude, I'm a fucking absolute bear of a man. I was fucking hairy and all shit. I was looking fucking good, man. I recently trimmed my chest hair, though. How did you like the Tim Welch interview? God, no. Yeah, I'm not going to do a topless stream. Thank you for the 2. How did you like the Tim Welch interview? It was good if he wasn't typing on his fucking phone in the middle of my answers, the bastard. No, I like Tim Welch. He's a cool dude. Nice interview, big dog. I used the Tim Welch interview. I asked for the Tim Welch interview as a warm-up to the DJ collab, yeah? That's the type of guy I am, yeah? That's the type of guy I am. I asked for the Tim Welch interview as a warm-up to the DJ collab, yeah? As a warm-up to the DJ collab. Isn't he fucking awesome? Sorry. Nice interview, big dog. Thank you for the 20 months of membership, dude. I appreciate that. Let's get your loudest. Get out of there. You do not want to be there. Hey, Guru, love you. Thank you for the $2, dude. Thanks. Some positive comment. Do topless and Jones will donate 271k. More like 6 million. I'm joking, though. More like, yeah. You're right the first time. Respect for you still saying you're against the Sugar rematch to Tim. I mean, it's wrong. I'm not going to lie because I'm in front of him. It's wrong. I genuinely did believe for a moment that O'Malley beat Marab when I watched back the fight. So it wasn't... I didn't do that to try and pander to them. I'm not a panderer to them. But no, it is wrong that he shouldn't be getting the rematch right away. It sets a bad standard on the sport. It really does. It really, really does. It really does. Pick for Bidet versus new opponent, Uran Satibaldiev. That just sounds like a joke. I don't buy that that's a real name. Uran Satibaldiev. Is that real? I feel like that is real because I can't figure out the joke behind it. Okay. So what do you say, Precious? I'd love a tune-up. What do you say, Precious? Thank you for the tune. You ready to go? You ready to go there? You ready to go? You sure you ready to go? Somebody get that little person out of there. Thank you for the 27 months of membership. Fat. I appreciate the 27 months of membership, good sir. Thank you. Where's the fucking schedule? As a warm-up to the Aldo Fui. What, tomorrow he's got a new opponent? On this Apex card? Oh, wow. He has Uran Satibaldiev. I mean, I will go with Satibaldiev, but isn't he a light heavyweight? I know that name. Yeah, he is a light heavy. I mean, he'll probably whoop his ass then, to be honest with you. Yeah, he probably will beat up on Martin Bidet. Hard to tell, though. He has fought some decent comp. Hope you're doing great, man. Favorite UFC call-out? Mine is You can talk as much as you want, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna... Oh, okay. I missed it up for a different one. Thank you for the 100 Mexican dollars, the only rich Mexican in Mexico. I appreciate that, good sir. Fat. Thank you, John Smith. I'm doing good. Favorite UFC call-out? Favorite UFC call-out? I would have a really good answer to this, but I don't know. You know, the gayest one, John Jones. No surprise there. He had one where he called out Lesnar, and he says, Brock Lesnar, if you want to feel like what it's like to be manhandled by a guy who weighs 30 pounds less than you, meet me in the octagon. He actually did that on a call-out to Brock Lesnar. Gayest shit ever. Oh, well, John, that might be my favorite call-out, but that weren't nothing, you know what I mean? Conor McGregor, I'm gonna fight your fucking ass. That was a amped-up Diaz moment. None of these other clowns you already punked at the press conference. Nobody want to see that. Well, easy shit. Thank you for the 100 Mexican dollars. That was good as well. Oh, no, you know what? Where are you at, George? I don't think George is hurt. I think he's scared. I think he's scared of everybody right now. Where are you at, George? Where you at, motherfucker? And then George is doing that in the crowd with his hands. That was an epic call out. Anderson Silva. Yeah. That was a good one as well. I'm calling you out, but this time I'm up in the stakes. I beat you. You leave the division. You beat me. I will leave the UFC forever. Those are some good ones. Dude, they don't make call-outs the way they used to anymore, man. Tony Ferguson fucking finished. You're done, son. Where you at, McNuggets? And today I'm going to TF you. That's a technical fault. That's a Tony Ferguson fucking finish. That was good. When you said, you can do that as much as you want, but at the end of the day, the knockout speaks for itself. And you hit the deck like a bitch. When he was saying that to Chad Mendes. What, you done fucking talking now? Dude, McGregor. You know what, chat? Yeah, anyone who's not from the US, which is rare right now at this time. But if you're not from the US, you know how much of a bitch McGregor made Americans look like when he was rising to the top of featherweight? When it came to Poirier in the first fight and Chad Mendes, you know McGregor made you guys look like such pussies on the main stage, you know. What, are you done fucking talking now, buddy? You can do that all you want, but at the end of the day, the knockout speaks for itself, and you hit the deck like a bitch. When he called out Cerrone, yeah. You can handle that shit first, McNuggets. You got something to say? Ladies first. Dude, they were so bad, man. Americans were so bad. They literally were rumbled by McGregor on his rise at featherweight, dude. Such an underrated time. Not even underrated, man. Everyone talks about it, but all of the theatrics as well was so good. Did a topless fishing stream with Thug... No, I'm not. Thug Nazi. Don't call him that. Well, he might like it. I saw what he's been liking on Twitter. Did you guys see him liking the tweet of the walkout thing? I don't know if you guys saw that. Fluke is picking Chandler because he says Paddy isn't good. I don't mind the pick. If Paddy says no to my interview, I might... Listen, guys. I don't know. It's not a bad pick. I just think Pimlet beats him. What are the odds O'Malley wins a rematch? I don't know, lad. Not too sure, lad. I think good odds. I think Marab will be like a 2-1 favourite, you know, but I don't think it'll be too far. Tim Welch, super chill ginger, the Dexter of MMA. Okay, fair enough. Tim smoking that plastic bag was legit degenerate shit. I swear his was a bit more in control. He was a bit more in control this time last year. I don't know. It wasn't. I think he thinks. I don't know. I did notice that. I like Tim Welch, but I remember after that interview, I felt quite mature. Because he was asking me about chains and watches and stuff. And then what supercar you driving around. And I know that, you know, get any puss? Even stuff like that. And I was like, dude, I'm 26. It's kind of, I don't know, man. I don't know. There were certain moments where I was like, whoa, maybe I'm not young anymore at all. You know? That's one way of calling yourself a loser, I guess. But I could be doing all that, right? Isn't that weird, though? That is the thing to do. Kennedy is out. Kennedy Nezachukwu. I know he is. Yeah, I know it. I was talking about it a second ago. I'm 26, and I I guess I could be doing all of that. Chain around my neck, glistening watch, supercar, hose, whores, on the go. I don't know. But I never ever did that, ever. It's not even just because I'm 26 now, but I just realized, like, I'm in my 20s. Like, that is the thing to do, right, for anyone. But I don't want to do that, so I don't do it, I guess. But that's what everyone does. All my friends, when they, whenever I talk to my friends, even over text after a long time, they always ask, like, why don't you fucking do what watch are you getting? Like, you got any watches? Like, I don't know, man. I realized in the middle of the interview that, man, I'm kind of more different than others than I thought I was, I guess. What are the odds O'Malley wins the rematch? Already read it. I've got Alzheimer's. You see Aljo get choked out by a random? Yeah, he was on a Russian TV show, apparently, but there's other clips of him choking out another guy as well, so. It's kind of bad that they did that. But, dude, Aljo, you shouldn't be trusting these Russians with such content. He didn't get choked out by a random. I don't think he got out-grappled and then choked out by a random. He probably just got jumped, dude. Russian white guys, I don't think people understand how different certain whites are in Eastern Europe. There's just a few of them that would just run up to you and choke you out. Like, you know, like, I got him. I choked him out unconscious on his face. You know? Some white guys are different than the white guys people have known to, you know, that have been in the spotlight. There's some different whites out there for sure. You know? Just knock you out in the back of the headshot. I got him. You know what I mean? Oh, like that's just a random prank to them. You know? What's the worst possible fight that could be made? Fucking Werner Jandaroba versus Josiane Nunes. I don't know. Thank you for the $2. That'd unironically probably be quite a good scrap. How was your childhood, Guru? I know. Thank you for the 2. I didn't want to get all into it. I gave a generic answer. When are you coming to the US? Will you please come to San Diego? Way better than LA, I promise. Well, something tells me my fan base is going to want me to go to San Diego because I was doing some demographic reports. And good lord. Yeah. Thank you for the $5, dude. I posted it on Twitter today. 35% of my fan base is like of Mexican origin. The interruptions of the Tim interview were... Whoa. Thank you for the $5, Kevlar Vest. Appreciate that. The interruptions on the Tim interview were crazy, especially when he was filling up the bag of smoke. Yeah, I know. It was kind of crazy. I think he didn't know what was getting picked up by the sound, but I wasn't just going to like try and move on past it because that's some unprofessional shit. But I liked it. I think Tim's all right. He's all right. I don't mind it. Hello, you Mike. Say your song, boy. Thank you for the 2. That was good as well, yeah. Hola, gordo. How fat is too fat for 5'10"? It depends what kind of fat you are. Thank you for the $2. I mean, I'd say if you're 5'10", you should be at 200 pounds max if you have the muscle potential for it. But even that's probably quite heavy. I don't know. I'm different in it. I think I could be pretty lean at 220. So it depends, man. You got to figure out your body type. Manel Cap, don't ask me these fucking questions like you know what I mean? Manel Cap had the last good call out over Kai Kara France. He did. That was the last best call out the UFC's ever had. That leg's going to be toast in round 5, and it never became toast. It was bread. It was inbred, and it was Magomed Ankalaev. Was that in the Pereira reaction? In the Pereira fight reaction, all-time Guru quote. Thank you for the 7 months of membership, dude. You know what I've been watching recently? I've been watching Top Gear. Not Top Gear. The Grand Tour. Dude, I'm going to miss English people. In a couple generations, I tell you. Their banter's pretty good. Dustin ended McGregor's career. Thank you for the $5, America number 1. Also, we body shame you for the banter. You're one of the boys. Thank you for the $5. It's fine. I get it. Thank you for the 5, Kaimon. Thoughts on Royval versus Cap for International Fight Week? Royval posted it. I like it. Rebooked. I like it, dude. It's a good fight. You are Jimmy the Greek of our generation. Stay golden, Ponyboy King. All right. Thank you for the $5, Brian M. I appreciate that, man. How's that date with that chick from 2 weeks ago? It hasn't happened yet. I told her to be patient, and she's been patient. Thank you for the 2. I don't know when, but soon, I guess. I probably won't update you when it does happen, though. It might have already happened. Lock-in PFL is on. Yeah, I'm not watching it, though. I'll find out on Twitter. Did you see that white kid stabbed to death? I knew this was going to come up. Did you see that white kid stabbed to death by that black kid at a school football game? Where's the media outrage and looting and riots? Also, your recent tweets fire. What was the recent tweet about Rico Verhoeven? Or the Mexican one? Thank you for the 5. Probably the Mexican one. Where's the media outrage at a white kid stabbed to death by a black kid? I mean, reactions are based on expectation, guys. We've been over this so many times. And when I say that normally in an MMA sense, but that comes to all behavior around the world. Like, I don't know, a white guy got stabbed to death by a black guy. I mean, people from the UK and Germany probably saw that and thought, first time? You know what I mean? That could be a meme on Twitter of James Franco with the noose around his neck. First time? Yeah, you know I mean, like, that's just, there isn't going to be a crazy reaction to it because it's just expected. It's more expected, I guess. It's not expected for someone to be stabbed to death, obviously. The world ain't that shit yet. But it's more expected. But when a white guy crashes out and fucking... It's like, whoa! You know? San Diego's cool and all, but what's much cooler is coming to the Midwest and shooting very large guns at very large fruit. Ooh. Thank you for the $5. A little bit of fruit ninja. A little bit of fruit shooting up some fruit. Can you please wish my mother, Jane, a happy 60th birthday? That she's a big fan. Hello, Jane. How's it going? Fair dinkum on reaching 60 years of age. Congrats. Far out. You're making it up there. Happy birthday, Jane. Fair dinkum. Thank you for the $8 Australian. Guru, please get a VR and download VR boxing and 1v1 LT. Lucas Tracy, does he have VR boxing? I saw one of my friends the other day. First time in a year I've seen a friend. And he was telling me to get a VR, but I don't know. You're underestimating Martin Bidet, buddy. He's going to sub Kennedy Pig. Kennedy's not fighting Martin Bidet. Rewatched Figgy versus Pantoja. Figgy is so good, man. Thank you very much for the $3 Australian. Yes, Figgy's really good, man. He's very, very good. That was such a good fight as well, the way he was slipping out the way of shots. Highly recommend a rewatch. And he broke his hand in that fight as well, knocking down Pantoja. You know how fucking tough Pantoja is to shatter Figueiredo's hand? There's a point in the fight where Figueiredo literally goes elbow-only mode. Prediction for International Fight Week main event. I think Dricus du Plessis Hamzat Chimaev is most likely. Will you ever release a physique reveal? You're low-key jacked. I was checking myself out today. I don't know. I'm never going to do a physique. Maybe I will. But I don't think it'll be like, look at my physique. It'll just be, oh, I happen to, whoops, I'm totally fucking shirtless on a beach in Greece. Whoops. I don't think I'll do a physique reveal. But maybe I will. I don't know how I'm going to feel once I finally like myself. But I'm getting there. Gary exploited Shavkat's lack of long-range attacks. I don't think he'll be as successful with Prates. His footwork alone is night and day compared to Shav. You know what I'm realizing over time? Shavkat's pretty fucking mid against people that are good. You know? They only understand physical intimidation, okay? You look like the lumberjack from Hoodwinked. I've never seen it. But we've been hoodwinked, led astray, ran amok. Thank you for the 2. Retaliation is a must. Ain't no maybes, ifs, or buts. I took numerous trips around here, but lad, there's something I won't discuss. No way. No way I can be like them. I got my bros like Drake and Josh. No, what's the next bit? Lad, there's something I can't discuss. No way. I don't want to end up in cuffs. We heartless, wrong or right, regardless. Yeah, I'ma pack my blood. She's got shot and he shot his azzo. Still in his shit out talking tough. They don't know about taking risks. Them big lads ain't made for this. We invested shanks and shivs in. If there's beef, we taking trips. I can't call them ops. Lad, we beefing flops. I got friends looking at 10. You watch yours get put in a box. Put in a box. Who wants smoke? They want smoke. Trust me, mothers, them boys ain't ready. 21 what? But one got knocked. Ha, I guess that makes him 20. Free up Teddy had legs. I can't remember, but I remember all lyrics and shit. Even if I only listened to it once.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to join the Guru Salam army. We need you.